Imagine a civilization so remote that for centuries, their contact with the outside world was practically non-existent. Now, picture a tribe that lives high up in the treetops, where their spiritual beliefs involve hunting down evil spirits through a ritual as ancient as it is terrifying: cannibalism. Today, we'll dive into the story of the world's most terrifying and enigmatic tribe, the Korowai of Papua New Guinea. Stay with us until the end to uncover the deepest mysteries of this tribe that defies logic and awakens humanity's most primal fears. The Korowai people live in one of the most isolated and inaccessible regions of the world, deep within the vast, dense rainforests of Papua New Guinea. For a long time, they were known for their way of life, which seems like something straight out of a prehistoric era. The most fascinating thing about the Korowai is that they build their homes in the treetops, up to 35 meters, about 115 feet, high, as a way to protect themselves from enemies, wild animals, and, according to their beliefs, evil spirits. These incredible treehouses are made entirely of wood, straw, and leaves, showcasing an impressive feat of craftsmanship. Not only do they protect the tribe, but they also provide a clear vantage point to spot any potential threats. Living high above the ground has become a symbol of the Korowai's resilience against the outside world and the encroachment of modern civilization. What truly makes the Korowai one of the world's most terrifying tribes is their ancient ritual of cannibalism. They believe that when a person falls ill or dies unexpectedly, it's the work of an evil spirit known as Kakua. The Kakua are considered demonic beings that disguise themselves as humans and consume the soul and life of their victims. To defeat these spirits, the Korowai perform cannibalistic rituals where they consume the body of the supposedly possessed individual. According to a study published in the Journal of Ethnographic Studies, cannibalism among the Korowai isn't practiced out of cruelty or pleasure, but rather as a spiritual duty to protect the community from supernatural threats. This belief system has been deeply ingrained in their culture for generations, and each ritual is carried out with seriousness and reverence. What's even more chilling is that, for a long time, this practice was common. Reports indicate that just a few decades ago, several Korowai were accused of witchcraft or possession, leading to their deaths through ritual cannibalism. It's believed that in the more remote parts of the tribe, where contact with the outside world is still minimal, these practices might still occur today. Another fascinating aspect of the Korowai is how they've adapted to life in the trees. Imagine having to climb over 100 feet every day just to get home. Building these treehouses is a task that requires immense skill, and every member of the tribe, starting at a young age, learns how to climb and construct safe structures high above the ground. To us in the modern world, this might seem like an extremely risky way to live, but for them, it's a matter of survival and maintaining their social and spiritual order. Living in the treetops has a clear purpose: to protect themselves from dangers on the ground, including predators like tigers and other rival tribal groups that could invade their territory. Additionally, there's a belief that living at such heights brings them closer to their ancestral spirits, a concept deeply rooted in Korowai spirituality. Despite their extreme isolation, the Korowai have begun to make contact with the outside world in recent decades, mainly through documentarians, anthropologists, and missionaries. However, this contact has often been met with distrust and hostility. The tribe's suspicion of outsiders and their desire to preserve their traditions makes them behave cautiously and aggressively, especially towards those who try to force interaction. Scientists believe that the Korowai's isolation has protected them to some extent from diseases brought by outside contact, which could have wiped out the tribe, similar to what has happened with other indigenous populations. A study published in the American Journal of Human Biology reveals that isolated tribes are extremely vulnerable to infectious diseases. This enforced isolation serves as both a physical and spiritual defense against the outside world. Many of the stories surrounding the Korowai are shrouded in mystery. Some explorers who've visited the region claim to have witnessed cannibalistic ceremonies or felt such intense tension that they had to leave the area quickly. The feeling of being in a place where the rules are completely different and where life depends on ancient beliefs is what makes the Korowai so terrifying. Stories of missing visitors are also common. Reports from missionaries and documentarians who ventured too close to certain villages suggest that not everyone made it out safely. Some researchers believe that these stories have contributed to the aura of danger and mystery surrounding the tribe, only intensifying the world's curiosity about them. The Korowai represent a window into the past, a group that, even in the face of modern civilization, has maintained their beliefs and practices intact. Their ritualistic cannibalism, treehouse dwellings, and complete isolation from the modern world make them one of the most fascinating and, at the same time, terrifying tribes on the planet. If you're curious and want to learn more about tribes and cultures that challenge our understanding, leave a comment below sharing your favorite topics, and don't forget to follow us for more content like this.